this is June. Wait, we gotta figure out how I want to say this. Or should I just be like, June?
Yeah, I think something like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, do I say this is June or do I just June?
I think just June.
It's just June. I kind of want it to be funny. Like, I kind of want it to be like, us just... There we go. Okay, we good?
Yep.
Oh,
yours
fuck.
is muted.
Fuck. Like, we gotta redo that. I love that. I love that. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's just June.
It's June?
It's June. I wanted to do a behind the song because it's something I recorded in my closet in California, and it was just one of those mind dumps after a long day. Right when I started making music, I used to do this thing called a one-take freestyle.
Ooh.
So they're kind of just like where I would just sing whatever comes to mind. I wouldn't listen, like I would find an instrumental but not listen all the way through, and I would just load it up all the way in my Logic and just go with what I felt. And so this was one of those. It was originally already on my Spotify as Middle of June.
Yep.
In the actual track, you can actually hear me like a little bit choked up during like the second little verse. So I think that was like, that's why it was just so cool, so meaningful to do this today, to also like revisit the song, and also how cool it was to remaster it and do it professionally, I guess.
It's June.
It's June. It's something that is, I feel like, for the people who have insomnia, it's something that helped me kind of get through that. I have a lot of songs, I feel like, about insomnia just because I struggle with it deeply. I struggle with overthinking things all night. I'm in my bed, it's keeping me up. And so if it wasn't for music, I wouldn't have an outlet to kind of get that feeling out. And so that's another reason why this song is just so dear to me in that way.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason why I gravitated towards the song so much, actually. I didn't even know anything about the insomnia portion. I have insomnia, too.
Oh, really? Wait, I didn't know that about you.
That's why we kind of, it worked perfectly.
But I feel like when you do a song that's like actually from your heart, like video even aside of this moment, like when you're putting your real feelings out there, I feel like the listener can hear that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I feel like even my favorite songs are like, you know, artists who were putting something really real into that. Like for me, I knew that, you know, June or like middle of June, what it was and what it is now, like I didn't think it was going to be something that was like, oh, like this is so catchy, like this is going to be one of those like, hopefully this goes to more songs. It was just like off my mind and felt so good for me to release that I was like, I would probably hate myself if I just didn't put something like this out. Like it may feel scary, but someone out there, you know, will need to hear this.
Definitely.
And it will, if it helped me, then it's meant to help someone else. So.
And I think that's the part that just resonated with me so much, because I did get that feeling when I first heard it, because I didn't know anything about you when I heard the song. You know, like I just went through your Spotify and I started listening to shit. And then I was like.
Was that the first one or no?
I don't know if it was the first one, but it was the first one that really caught me. Like, hold on. Let me run that back.
Yeah.
You know, and then after I ran it back a few times in my artist brain, then my engineer brain was like, oh, we can make this so much bigger, you know?
That's the thing, because Mayzin, like this song wouldn't exist without him, because we were in a session and he was like, I have a proposal. Like I propose we redo middle of June. And it wasn't until our session where we were like, oh, June, like it became just June. And it was just so out of body for me, because another reason why I wanted to do this video was to also show how important, like, and how much of an impact I feel like you have, like, literally left a mark on, like, my music journey so far and where I am right now.
Appreciate
because, like, dude, it was the first time, like, something was even being, like, taken from a closet song to something that was, like, professional, you know? And so it was just an out-of-body experience for me. And so to hear that you liked that song and you were like, I don't know how many times I listened to it yet, made me feel like, oh my gosh, that song that's not really getting that much attention, like actually can mean something. And so that was just like a whole thing.
And I think a lot of people are going to connect with this new version, and like I'm so glad that we followed through with it and are putting it out to the world, because the world needs it for sure.
Yeah, they do. They need June.
And I think the steps that we took from the beginning product to our finished product now are like,
it's crazy. There was no harmonies in the original.
Yeah.
There was no harmonies. It was just a one take, like, this is it, put it out. But, I mean, that's why I'm so lucky, because I would not have, like, you know, been able to kind of track. Well, going back to 2022, like, I didn't even have a pre-mix for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a preset for myself at that time. Like, I had already been recording music since 2019, like, on my laptop, but I didn't have, like, I feel like it takes a process to finally have it all click where you're like, oh shit.
This is what it has to
this
sound
is
like
what it has to
every
sound
time,
like.
you know?
Do I need a de-esser? No, like, you know what I mean? And like thinking about all those things you need to like learn along the way. So I feel like in the original you can hear those imperfections, and even this one, like, we still kept how raw that we could make it and still emulate the first original energy of the song. But this time, like you said, it was just something like bigger. It was something more meaningful and more felt, and so now we just have more layers to it.
100%.
Like a little onion. but yeah, this is like very vulnerable. I don't talk about my music in this way other than with you and select people that I work with on music, which I do want to talk about more. I'm very big on mental health and, you know, just being able to freely say how you feel and not feeling like that's too much or a burden or too overwhelming. And normally, like, the people around you in your life, like, they will never steer you away if they're, like, meant to be in your life if you say something deep to them. And that's another testament of what this song was to me, is, like, I want to find my audience. I want to find the people who connect with the things that I want to say, like, the real things that I want to say. And June was something that was, like, I was so in between in my head of, like, doing music, but also being in between, you know, doubts, and the reason why I was like, oh, like, you know, in the middle of June, this is where I have insomnia, because everyone is just having fun for summer, and I've, like, always been that girl in my head a little bit, kind of just, like, feeling like I'm falling behind while everybody's kind of moving on at a pace that I can't, I guess, catch up with all the time. And so I wanted to really bring that up, too, because for anyone watching this, if that's something that you resonate with, you are not alone in that feeling. You are not alone in your room when you think you are with your headphones on. Like, there will be people who care about your art, who care about what you have to say. And, like, this is one of those songs that showed me that. And Mayzin, like, really cared. And he was like, let's do this. Let's make this something. And so we're excited to show you the different layers of the song, what we put into it. And, yeah, we just wanted to put meaning behind the song, like, you know, just build a little story behind what it is. Like, it's, as much it is just a song that felt, like, beautiful to sing, it has so much depth there also.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Excited. I'm so excited for this record. June, it's just June.
Okay, we should show them a little things about it.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like we're doing pretty good.
No, it's perfect. It's
I've
just
never
a conversation.
done this before.
Yeah, it's just a conversation. That's perfect.
I think, I mean, I want to highlight even the beginning of the instrumental. Like, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, we definitely because it was a YouTube beat, correct? Okay. I mean, I think people should know that, you know, like.
This is a YouTube beat.
Yeah.
This is a YouTube beat. Like, most of my songs from the beginning are like, you guys can do this in your room. Like, this is a YouTube beat.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Here, and I'll solo it just so you guys can hear it.
Okay, wait, pause. So that's all I heard when I first found the song, like, on YouTube, and then I automatically Y2 MP3. This is what you guys gotta do. YouTube to MP3, and then I got TuneBat out. So once you download the audio, you just slide it into TuneBat, and you, like, find the BPM and the key.
Yeah, so she came to me with this. All we had was a YouTube wave to work with. More than enough.
More than enough.
Here, let's dive into your main vocals. So the main vocals, we did, like, this cool stack for them. It's 2 tracks that I had her stack.
It's like, was that
Waking up with my feet off the edge of my bed.
Oh, I love it.
You know, and added some reverb and a little extra delay. And here, let's cut to the middle of this. So The original, like you said, it didn't have any backgrounds.
No.
But when I heard the hook, I was like, oh my gosh, if we just put like 16 harmonies on
Oh
it.
my god.
we'll-
Did we? How many did we do?
I think we did not 16, but
It was
1,
maybe
2,
half.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, because we didn't use 2 of them.
Okay.
But 9 harmonies, you
9.
know.
Did what it needed to do.
Let's go back to that.
Don't mind me just cleaning up my mind so I can feel fine.
And then the big difference when we added some harmonies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me just cleaning up my mind so I can feel fine.
Like, and at that point, Mayzin was like, "Can you do a falsetto?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Yes, you can." He pushed me so like much when doing this song.
We had to, you know.
We had
definitely had to. And then obviously the Take Me Back. You
Oh
know,
yeah, it's my favorite part.
Yeah, like.
Oh my gosh.
Take me back.
You know.
And with the harmonies.
Take me back.
Ridiculous. All together.
Take me back to a time where I feel fine.
So imagine me and like even like you guys out there who are just like making music by yourselves. Imagine how fucking out of body amazing it felt to like do that and to have someone like right there with you to like kind of move you through that process and really pull it out of you. Like that's how it felt like a spiritual experience, honestly, like doing this.
I think that's what made it really fun too, because we were like kind of learning a lot about our workflows together.
Yeah, we were.
Because I was pushing the shit out of you.
You
like,
were. And I was like, holy fuck. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm never. But you know what? Like, I didn't once like back down. Like he was like,
Yeah.
okay, like again,
No,
and
you
I was
didn't.
just like in it. But yes, I was very scared. Mayzin, I did not know like what to do. This was like. Was this the first one we did, or was that not
I think it was
what
the
you want?
second. I think it was the second one that we did.
Okay, but like this one was
But we
just
were really
we
getting
also
into
had
those
your
stacks.
friend.
Yeah, we had one of my friends there too.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. So we were all on the headphones, so the pressure was, I had no idea. It was crazy. So it was only my second time, like really doing this, but this song is just like acoustic and very raw, so it was like very particular on how much we had to go hard on the vocals and on the harmonies.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge in itself, but yeah.
For sure, but I mean.
No,
we
but
made it happen.
we did it. That's when we added that.
Yeah, so yeah, we added that little part at the end.
Yeah.
Which was sick.
I remember when we were doing that, that's what I naturally sang when you were trying to get me to
Yes,
sing something
yes.
else, and you were like, wait, that's not it.
We're gonna
but
keep
just
it.
let's stack that.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw.
And remember, this also, I think another big difference between the original and the second version was how we did the ending. Because it didn't come back in the original.
It didn't come back.
But in this version, after our guitar break, you know, it comes back around in a full circle.
Take me back to a time where I feel fine. Take me back.
Like,
Which is
it didn't have that because I remember saying like, I feel like it ends so soon.
Yeah.
Like, and a part of us going back and redoing that, I feel like was to make it bigger, was to make it more.
And there's so much more replay value in shortening it.
I know, but what do you mean in shortening it?
Yeah, no, I mean in adding that part back. Like people
100%.
want to hear that
100%,
so bad.
because we just had that there, and then what? That's it.
Yeah, and that was it. Song
Like
ends.
we did all, show them all
Like,
these
wait,
like
no,
layers.
bring it back. Like we did all
this, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like no, we're
it's
gonna run
gotta
it
come
back.
back,
We're gonna run it back. And you guys are gonna see that also in just different songs we've done and different songs that we're gonna pop out with.
Even bigger songs.
Even
really.
bigger songs with like hundreds of things going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this, I mean, dude, we fucking killed that.
Killed it. It was a record.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
And that's the first time ever too that someone ever said to me like, I love this record we made.
Yeah.
And I was like, no one's ever said that to me before. It's usually just like song or like whatever.
It's a record.
Exactly. And it made it feel so like,
Yeah.
not serious to me, but like in a way kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that it was like something of mine was being taken seriously enough to make it this big and this expansive. So that was in itself was really cool.
Absolutely. June. It's
just June. Could you imagine though? We like did this song one time, one session, and then we've never had any other interaction.
I haven't even heard it. Yeah, I don't even know what the song is.
Like,
you want to sing? You want to do a live performance?
Do a live performance of it? Are we able to?
I mean, you could, for sure.
I feel like that would add like a.
It would add a cool little element.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, sure.
You were already here.
I'm down.
All right, let me put the mic together.
Damn, it's been a minute since we sang this song. Like it's been.
This is June, and I'm gonna sing it for you. Waking up with my feet off the edge of my bed. Fell asleep with the thought of something that someone said. It's in my head. They always say, oh my gosh, you find your live, but instead my veins are dead. Don't mind me just cleaning up my mind so I can feel fine. Must have been an all-nighter again. I always do that in the middle of June. Take me back to a time where I felt fine. Take me back to